Have you ever actually thought about how much time you spend every single month just trying to pay basic utility bills? I mean, it's a drag, right? Shifting to online payments is a total game changer. You get 24/7 access, you save a ton of time, and you're even helping the environment by going paperless. But if you live in Madison, Wisconsin, navigating their online system can honestly be a little tricky for beginners. And a simple mistake, well, it could definitely cost you. In fact, I've got a surprisingly important question for you right out of the gate. Are you absolutely sure you're paying the right Madison?
Welcome to your definitive guide to mastering this process. In today's explainer, we're going to build a super clear step-by-step roadmap to make managing your water and utility bill way easier, faster, and much more secure. Whether you're literally paying your very first bill or you've lived in the city for decades, we're going to walk through exactly how to set up your account, automate those payments, dodge those sneaky hidden transaction fees, and keep all your personal data safe.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our structured plan for today. 1. The consolidated municipal bill. 2. Setting up your account. 3. Payment methods and fees. 4. Troubleshooting technical issues. 5. Avoiding unnecessary penalties. And 6. Paying the right Madison.
All right, starting us off with Section 1, the Consolidated Municipal Bill. To kick things off, let's look at the very first step in our roadmap, which is actually understanding the bill itself. Now, most of us just casually call it the water bill, but honestly, that's a massive understatement. It's more like a giant puzzle. The City of Madison actually consolidates multiple public works into a single, unified monthly statement, just to make things more efficient for you. So when you pay this one bill, yes, you're funding the Madison water utility for your potable drinking water, but you're also paying city engineering for sanitary sewer and stormwater runoff management, plus the monitoring of legacy landfill sites. And on top of all that, your bill covers the Streets Division's urban forestry programs, which maintain those public street trees, and resource recovery, which handles the entire city's recycling logistics. So yeah, it's a highly integrated piece of digital infrastructure.
Moving right along to Section 2, setting up your account. Now that we know exactly what we're paying for, you need an online account to actually view those details and pay the bill, right? Interestingly, even if you've lived in Madison for like 10 years and you've paid online in the past, you might still need to start totally from scratch. Back in 2022, the city executed a major digital migration to a brand new, highly secure portal developed by Tyler Technologies. And to protect your financial data, the municipality intentionally did not migrate historical login credentials, credit card details, or banking tokens from the old database. So if you want to set up paperless e-billing, autopay, or get those really handy high water use notifications, you've got to create a brand new digital profile. It's also a fantastic time to practice good security habits, so definitely make sure you choose a unique, secure password when you set this up to keep your banking info locked down.
So how do we actually do this? The setup process is a strict three-phase sequence. First, you navigate to the official Tyler Technologies portal page and click Sign in Register to create your account. Second, you have to verify your identity. The system's going to email you a verification code from a sender called Community Access Identity. You simply plug that code in to activate the account. Finally, and this is the step that totally trips up a lot of beginners, you have to link your physical property to this new digital profile by clicking Add Account right on your dashboard. And that brings us to the two critical matching verification keys you need to complete that final step. You'll find these right on the upper right corner of your physical paper statement. First, you need your customer number, which is always on the first line and, just as a pro tip, always begins with the digit 1. Then you need your account number. That's located on the second line, and it always begins with the prefix 000. Now, quick aside, if you don't happen to have a paper bill handy right now, you can actually just email municipalbilling@cityofmadison.com with your name and address to request them.
Which brings us to Section 3, Payment Methods and Fees.
Let's see how this all builds into actually paying the bill. Your choice of payment method directly impacts your monthly budget, so knowing the transaction rules is absolutely crucial. If you choose to pay with a credit card, you're going to get hit with a $2.95 processing fee, and you are hard capped at a $500 maximum per transaction. Now, a debit card also carries that exact same $2.95 fee, though it does remove the transaction limit. But if you want to avoid giving away nearly $36 a year in random fees, you've got to look at that bottom option.
Yep, the crucial point is right here, $0.00. By selecting Enter New eCheck at checkout, you can route the payment directly from your checking or savings account for absolutely zero processing fees and absolutely zero transaction limits. When you're budgeting out your household expenses, optimizing your payment method to avoid these recurring convenience fees is a massive win.
Next up, Section 4, Troubleshooting Technical Issues.
Let's be real. Technology isn't perfect. We need to proactively solve the most common technical hurdles you might face when trying to navigate this portal. If the website freezes, throws an error, or just flat out won't let you complete a payment, the solution is almost always related to your browser's history. The Tyler Technologies portal requires a clean environment to securely process your data. So, in Google Chrome, you'll need to clear your cookies and cached images. In Firefox, clear data under your privacy and security settings. In Microsoft Edge, clear cached images and files. And most importantly, you absolutely must ensure JavaScript is fully enabled on your browser, because the portal uses it to validate your secure fields. If you do all of this and you're still stuck, just shoot an email to their technical support team at webadmin@cityofmadison.com.
All right, moving into Section 5, avoiding unnecessary penalties. Paying online is incredibly convenient, but the city operates under very strict billing regulations set by the Public Service Commission of Wisconsin. Miss a deadline, and you are definitely going to face penalties. Basically, if your consolidated bill sits around unpaid for 20 days after it's issued, you get hit with a late payment penalty of 1% per month. And here's why that really matters. That 1% is applied to your total unpaid balance, meaning it actually compounds on top of any previously accrued late fees. It just snowballs. Honestly, the absolute best way to manage your time and ensure you never miss a payment is just to automate it. Once your account is set up, you can literally just click Enroll in AutoPay, select a draft date, link your checking account, and just set it and forget it.
Now, speaking of automation, I know a lot of people love to use their personal bank's built-in bill pay app to manage all their expenses in one single place. It totally seems like a smart idea, right? But why does the city of Madison explicitly advise against doing this? Well, the answer reveals a pretty major pitfall. See, when you use a third-party bank app, they often don't actually send the money electronically. Instead, they literally print out a physical paper check and drop it in the mail to the city treasury. I know, right? If postal delivery gets delayed and that paper check arrives after your 20-day grace period, your account instantly becomes delinquent. However, if you use the official Tyler Technologies portal we've been talking about today, your payment is legally credited to your account the exact second you click that pay button. It completely protects you from late penalties, even if your bank takes 3 days to actually move the money.
And finally, Section 6, paying the right Madison.
Which brings us all the way back to that slightly weird question I asked at the very beginning of this explainer. Are you sure you are paying the right Madison? The United States is absolutely full of cities named Madison. If you simply Google Pay Madison Water Bill, you could very easily end up on the completely wrong website. For example, Madison, Alabama uses a platform called NextBillPay. Madison, Mississippi uses a proprietary portal for their artesian well system. Other Madisons down in South Dakota, Minnesota, and Florida all have their own specific tech providers and fee structures. So this is exactly why verifying that you are on the official City of Madison, Wisconsin portal, which is administered by the Madison Water Utility and powered by Tyler Technologies, is a crucial step to making sure you aren't accidentally sending your money halfway across the country.
And there you have it, your complete guide to mastering your online municipal services bill. Now, just a quick disclaimer. While this explainer provides detailed guidance, it is always a smart move to check the official City of Madison website for any recent updates regarding policies or payment procedures. But now that you've got all the insider strategies, are you ready to switch to fee-free automated payments and never miss a Madison, Wisconsin deadline again? If you found this structured walkthrough helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dive explainers. And definitely leave a comment below if you have further questions or if there are other topics you'd like us to tackle next. Thanks so much for learning with us, and we'll see you next time.